welcome to PA Harness Week. I'm Heather Vitale, along with my co-host, Jess Otten. And, Jess, I was thinking, summer is all about families. There's family vacations, there's family reunions, and I think it's fair to say that you guys out there are like our family. We're spending the summer together.
They are like our extended harness racing family. Heck, I spend more time with them than I do my real family, but hey, I wouldn't have it any other way.
Now, I feel you. Well, we're getting ready to spend a little more time with you guys. First, we're gonna check out the headlines. On today's show, we have the upset outcome of the prestigious Adios Pace for the Orchids from the Meadows. Plus, we'll get you all ready and psyched up for the $1 million Hamiltonian today at the Meadowlands in Jersey. We'll also check out some Keystone State Fair racing with a special feature from Silver Springs Ranch. And we've got an OMG from Harrah's, Philadelphia, a track that's giving fans some sweet payoffs. And of course, we'll head to the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono for exciting racing there. These stories and much more next on racing's fastest paced half hour, PA Harness Week. In our PA Spotlight this week, we have the 350,000 Delvin Miller Adios Pace for the Orchids. It took place at the Meadows last week, and we've got the final for you. But first, let's check out some of the horses to watch in here, starting with a number 5 Beach Class, the favorite. He was an Elim winner, also the Meadowlands Pace winner. Then there's number 3 Pebble Beach, another elimination winner, who is this year's North America Cup champ. But don't discount the 7 By the Missile, who is second in his Elim, but before that he was undefeated for the year. Take it away, announcer Jeff Zidek.
Now on the move, here comes Chris Page by the Missile. Set sail on the outside, trying to pick up his cover on the outside is Ario Hanover. Forever Boy moves out into the outer flow. On the inside, Atlas Hanover. Next on the inside, that's Quick Snap to the outside, Nautical Hanover. On the inside, Beach Class by 3/4 in 1:21 and 4. He gets a challenge. That's By the Missile on the outside. They've got less than a quarter mile to go in the Adios. It's Beach Class on the inside. By the Missile digs in on the outside. Pebble Beach bides his time. He'll need room. Top of the stretch, and they're on their way home. On the outside, By the Missile digs in. He's got the lead. Beach Glass on the inside. Far outside, trying to close late is River Ness. It's going to be By the Missile. Chris Page in the Adios.
Hot pace was set up front by those two favorites. Beach Glass was parked out through an opening quarter of 25 and 4 by Pebble Beach before taking over. By the Missile came first over from 5th up the backside, and he put steady pressure on Beach Glass, eventually wearing him down in the stretch, capturing the Delvin Miller Adios final in 1:48 and 3. Beach Glass was second, and the other beach, Pebble Beach, finished third. My good friend Chris Page and the Bike Hall of Fame trainer Ron Berg. And of course, this makes 2 in a row for owner Eric Good. Let's hear what the Happy Connections had to say about their Colts performance.
I kind of prepped the horse just for this race, one run him. And hats off to Ronnie Burke and the team. They had him razor sharp today. I did float away and get away first up, probably not your favorite spot, but I just knew the horse was coming in the race sharp as a tack.
He's a special horse. He's going to, do a lot more before the year's over. He's a sound horse that will race either way. He can go front, he can go to the back. It makes him a special horse.
Thanks, guys, and let's take a quick break. When we come back, we will visit one of our fabulous harness racing fairs in Pennsylvania, and we'll check out some heart-pounding harness racing from Harrah's, Philadelphia. Don't go anywhere.
Up on the outside, Mr. Sexy advances first over and makes good ground inside.
Get back to the feeling of Mohegan Sun Pocono. History. It's written by winners.
At Diamond Creek Farm, we're breeding champions and rewriting the history books. Diamond Creek Farm, a cut above.
Welcome back, everyone, to PA Harness Week. You know, modern day harness racing as we know it began back in the 1800s at fairs. And still today, our harness racing community in the Keystone State is enjoying a healthy and thriving fair circuit during the summer. Here's Jess with more.
With summer coming to an end, the fair circuit is still strong here in the Keystone State. With many fairs left, it was only 3 short years ago that Silver Springs Fair came to the scene, bringing plenty of opportunities for our horsemen.
It's like a big family. It's a lot of fun going to each fair. Each fair is a little different. The track size and everything's a little different, but everybody's the same.
It's a great place to start a young horse at that doesn't have the talent to go 100 miles an hour right away. Like Poconos and Chester, the young horse races go so fast, and a lot of horses, they don't have time to develop, and you kind of ruin them if you try to make them go fast too quick.
Annapolis Hanover between horses asserts his authority now and scoots off the lanes. The Rusty Beast continues to gain ground on the outside.
When it comes to opportunities at the fairs in Pennsylvania, it's not always about the four-legged rising stars gaining experience, but a great place for the next generation to get their feet wet.
You get more confident, and you know, it's not as hard as racing at the parimutuel tracks. I just grew up around it, and I was always at the barn ever since I was little.
Competing in the Pennsylvania Fair Circuit brings a whole new dimension of racing for the young horses in Pennsylvania. It also helps drive the economy and preserve open space.
A lot of people show up, they enjoy it. It's the agricultural part of society, which is going away, but this still kind of keeps it in the process.
Who has got it better than us? Our job is to go to harness racing tracks and to harness racing fairs. So thank you, Jess, for that little road trip. And if you guys want to find out where there is fair racing near you, just go to pafairsracing.org. Okay, everybody. You know, get those ACs cranking. We are turning up the heat with some hot action from Harris, Philadelphia. It's from the Sunday, July 31st card. Our feature pace of the day, going for a purse of $16,200. Number 3 is White Cookie, even money favorite, and has been racing at the Meadowlands most recently. The 4 is Grand Cayman, who picked up a win last time he had Jason Thompson in the bike right here at Philly. Here's Mike Bozich with the call.
Lion Steel in a battle with White Cookie. Inside Grand Cayman right there. The Flying Rock second over and Upset Minded. Inside Arambe Deo, 3/4, 122 and 4. Top of the stretch, Lion Steel. Outside White Cookie, 3 wide now. The Flying Rock. Grand Cayman's begging out for racing room. They straighten away. Lion Steel has the lead. Grand Cayman angles to the outside. Room at the end for Arambe Deo now. Outside Grand Cayman. Inside Lion Steel. Trying to get through Arambe Deo. Grand Cayman down to the finish. The jet Grand Cayman.
Lion Steel pushed the gate away from post 8, and he made the lead through a 26 and 4 opening quarter. Grand Cayman sat the pocket. White Cookie came first over as the field made their way to the half, but Lion Steel played hardball on the front end and turned away that first over horse. That made room for Grand Cayman to come out of the pocket in the lane, pacing right on by Lion Steel and Harambe Deo, who finished third, scoring in 151 and 1. Jason Thompson aboard here for trainer Chrissy Crispin-Beer.
Jess and I aren't fortune tellers, but we're pretty certain that in the near future, we're going to make you say, OMG. The race that we just saw, Grand Cayman, paid $20 to win, okay? And now there are some nice payoffs on that Sunday, July 31st card. We're gonna take a look at another one. So here's a spoiler alert for the horse to watch it here. It's number 2, Mr. Sensi, the longest shot on the board.
Mr. Sensi at 26 to 1, trying to push on past Better Memories. Armani Blue Chip angles to the outside. Beecher's Brooks driven with limited response. They straighten the way for the stretch drive. Can Mr. Sensi sustain this ambitious bid? Up by a length now, angling to the outside. Armati Blue Chip trying to fight back. Better Memories. Mr. Sensi outside. Armati Blue Chip. Mr. Sensi trying to hang in there. Mr. Sensi 26-1 shocker.
Speed came from the center of the pack in here with Better Memories and Armati Blue Chip getting off the gate well. Better Memories took the lead as they made their way around the first turn. Steady fractions were set on the front end. Mr. Sensi made a first over bid up the backside, and he pushed right on by Better Memories, hanging on for the win in 152. Armati Blue Chip was second, and fading into third was Better Memories. Jack Pelling was driving here for trainer Jacob Hartline, and OMG, Heather, he paid $54 to win. And you know, when you come onto the track, obviously it's, you know, time to gamble. Only 2 favorites won on Sunday afternoon's cards. There's always opportunity to make money when you come to Harris, Philadelphia.
Oh, absolutely. And, you know, talking about money, we got to pay some bills, okay? So we have to take a little commercial break. But when we come back, we are going to the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono. And since it is Hambletonian Day, we'll get you all set up with the info on the big race. Next on PA Harness Week.
Duel across the backstretch. Now fast as the wind wrestles control.
The world is full of compromises, but not here. Not on this day. Not in this race. Not in this sport. Every bet is a hope. Return on investment comes in seconds. This is harness racing. We welcome you to the Harness Racing Fan Zone. See it all for yourself. Feel it in all the passion. Share that experience with others. The Harness Racing Fan Zone puts you in the driver's seat.
Welcome back to PA Harness Week. I'm Heather Vitale, along with Jess Otten, and we are pacing right into our race of the week from the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono. What a great field of pacers we have here from Saturday, July 30th. And the purse is $27,500. So, hey, why don't we check out number 5, Ruthless Hanover, the bettor's choice, coming off a 148-2 win, the fastest this year among this group. Second choice is number 2, Casual Cool, who's taking a step up in class, but looking for 3 wins in a row. Jim Baviglia has your call.
Merciless pace up front. It's Ruthless Hanover by a length and a quarter over Casual Cool, who's trying to stay close. 2 back to third on the inside. Hullabaloo. J.M. Manneman first over. Starts to move up about 6 away, but gaining. Then it's Southwind Ozzy not coming on 5th. Much further back to B2B Buddy Hill and Captain Mulzac. Ruthless Hanover opens the lead up to 3.5. Hits 3 quarters. 120-4. 27-1 third panel. No let up whatsoever there. It's a 3-length advantage for Ruthless Hanover over Casual Cool. Outside J.M. Manneman hanging a bit in third. Back to the pylons, Hullabaloo 4th. Top of the stretch, Ruthless Hanover looking to finish it off. Leads by 2.5 lengths. Casual Cool second, but not really putting a dent into it. Further back on the outside, J.M. Manneman, and Ruthless Hanover will finish the mile strong. He was strong all the way.
Casual Cool from the inside stepped off the gate well to capture that early lead. Hullabaloo snagged the pocket seat. That left Ruthless Hanover parked and pressing through a 26-4 opening panel before taking the lead. And he put up a strong pace on the front end, drawing away from the field, scoring in 147-4. George Napolitano Jr. in the bike for trainer Tom Cancellieri. Casual Cool held second, and finishing third was J.M. Mandeman.
Okay, everybody, let's get the ladies into the mix from the Pocono July 31st card. And this is our feature race for the ladies. It's going for a purse of $25,000. In here, getting the most support at 2-1 is number 4, Drama Act, who won this feature in the slop last time out. Not far behind on the odds board is number 3, Easy to Please, going to post for the brother team of driver Jordan Stratton and trainer Corey Stratton.
Drama Act by a length. Good spot in the pocket. She's Pucka. The first over mover is Easy to Please and gets to within 3, although Drama Act stretching the lead at the moment. Second over now, Crazy Cute, boxed in 5th, West Beach. Then Majorca, Kobe's Gigi at the back. Drama Act leads it by a length and 3/4. All out there in second is Easy to Please. 3/4 and 122 and 227, even much faster on the back. Drama Act by a length and a quarter. Easy to Please has moved up behind her now. Further back back on the inside third. She's Pucka. Belated move from Majorca in fourth. Top of the stretch, Drama Act by 2. Easy to Please trying to gather momentum again, but not gaining. Further back to Majorca. Drama Act widening the lead late. Drama Act going to win in this class, her second straight. Do it pretty easily here.
It was a good start in here for those pacing mares, and they were 4 wide as they made their way into that first turn. She's Pucka was parked and pressing before making the lead through a 26 flat opening panel. Drama Act took over the lead with 1 lap to go, and she set the scene from there. Uncontested throughout the mile, widening her lead in the stretch, making it 2 in a row. This time scoring in 1:49.4, driven to victory by Simon Allard for Hall of Fame trainer Ronnie Burke. Easy to Please finish second, and getting that show dough was Majorca.
Okay, you know, it's a big day. The $1 million Hambletonian takes place. And, you know, going into the Hambletonian, you got to make the final. So who's in the final? Well, in order to find that out, we have to take a look at the eliminations from last week, and there were 2 of them, each going for $100,000. And first off, we've got the 1-5 favorite in this first elim. It's number 8, Rebuff, coming off a win in the Stanley Dancer with a sub-150 mile. Now the other trotter getting a little bit of play at the windows is number 3, Fast as the Wind, at 8-1. The rest are double digits in this first elim. Here's Ken Workington with the call.
Rebuff in front. It's Rebuff, the one to knock off. Fast as the Wind on the inside. Second, Periculum is first over and driving. From the inside, looks like Money Needs Racing Room. Cool Papa Bell gaps his cover, has stalled. No racing room for Justice on the inside. Branded by Lindy comes 3 deep around the staller. 124 into the end of the stretch. It is still Rebuff. Rebuff by 2 under, some urging. Rebuff Fast as the Wind angles out to take a late shot on the outside. Periculum is full out third. Between horses, Cool Papa Bell. But it's Rebuff doing enough. Going 3 for 3 this season. Rebuff wrapped up. Rebuff, then Fast as the Wind.
The favorite, Rebuff, floated off the gate to get away fourth early on before making a backside move to brush to the lead. And it was a strong front end win, scoring in 1:52.2. Hall of Famer Tim Tetrick in the bike for trainer Lucas Wall, and Fast as the Wind finished second, and getting up for third was Cool Papa Bell.
Okay, now before we get to the second elim, I want to mention that, of course, it's predominantly boys that are in the Hambletonian, but we all know that girls do enter it, and they have won. So with that being said, in this second elim, all eyes were on the ladies. So let's check it out. We've got number 10, Joviality. She is the first filly ever to beat the boys in the Yonkers Trot. The other female is the 5, Jiggy Jog, for trainer Akka Sponstead, who won the Hambletonian last year.
Joviality and Brian Sears onto the far turn. King of the North on the inside second. Temporal Hanover tries it first over from third and gaining. Jiggy Jog stayed in fourth. That is testing, working out a golden second over as they attract to 3/4. And it is Kekstan now gathering momentum, third over, sixth on the outside. Slay gets us shuffled back to seventh on the inside, followed by Be a Superhero and Chulo and Let's Do It, and they turn for home and come after Joviality. She looks to finish it off, 1:25.2, just 30 seconds. Joviality trying to outsprint them, but it's Temporal Hanover, the stablemate on the outside, trying to wear her down. King of the North on the inside, full out. Jiggy Jog is splitting with Late Trot in deep stretch. Joviality digs in, and here comes Jiggy Jog, flying late. Jiggy Jog up in time.
The 2 fillies in here, Jiggy Jog and Joviality, left well off of the gate. Joviality took over at the half. Jiggy Jog was third on the rail and got shuffled a bit. Somehow, someway, Dunn found room in the lane, and Jiggy Jog powered home, winning strongly in her Hambletonian elimination in 1:52.2 for trainer Aki Sponstead. Temporal Hanover was second, and finishing third was Joviality. It's obviously a great day of racing. We're going to catch up with a few drivers participating in the $1 million Hambletonian final. Rebuff stamps his way into the $1 million final of the Hambletonian. Talk to us about his elimination. Strong win from post 8.
Yeah, it was. He's super impressive. He's been good all year, and we're going in very confident. We've got a good horse, and we drew the rail, and the horse is he's on his game right now.
Let's talk about the way the colt has been racing. Last year he was coming from more off the pace. This year you've kind of been a little bit aggressive with him. Talk about how important it is to educate a young horse like that.
Well, last year he wasn't. He just wasn't grown up enough to leave the gate without getting too hot and too silly. But this year, they've come back with the open bridle, and he's really taken it well, and he's learned his progressions well. So now it gives me way more options where I don't have to be so far back. And you know, when they get older, the speed they learn how to hold their speed up better. So he's got to be close all the time, and you know, he's learned his lessons very well.
Post 1 in the final, how do you feel about that?
One's not my favorite, but it's way better than the 10 holes. So, you know, there's a lot of things that happen when you go in that first turn. You know, somebody could crowd you or you get in the wrong spot. But, you know, that's my job. You know, we just got to get out of there on the right foot and get the best trip that we can.
Hambletonian Day is such a prestigious day in harness racing. What does it mean to you to be a part of it each year?
It's what we shoot for growing up in this business. We all, as little kids, hope we get to race in the Hambletonian. Luckily for me, I've kind of do it quite a few times. I've only got to win it once, but it's fun just even being on that day, racing in with those kind of horses against the best drivers and best trainers. And, you know, it's the cream of the cream, and that's why we do this sport.
Dexter, was a close one with Jiggy Jog, but she came home like a rocket. How impressed are you with her?
Yeah, really impressed with her. She's been racing good, Heather. The other night she was fantastic. So, yeah, it's looking forward to her this Saturday.
It's a girl amongst the boys, a couple girls in there with the boys. How does that make you feel, like in the Hambletonian?
The last thing that's crossed my mind going into the race about being a filly against the boys. So, you know, you're just going on the form. She races and beat, you know, half of them the other night. So, yeah, hopefully she keeps the game up.
And what would it mean to you hoisting that Hambletonian trophy in the air?
It would be pretty special. Obviously, here, you know, it's a massive race, and I'm sure it'd be, you know, something you could have for the rest of your life if you win that race.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys. And you know, the Hambletonian isn't the only big race on this Saturday card at the Meadowlands. First post time is noon. There is over $3.6 million in purses up for grabs. And if you want to check it out, of course, go to simulcasting at the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono or at Harris, Philadelphia, as well as other places you can watch it too, right, Jess?
Yes, of course, on Meadowlands Facebook pages, the Meadowlands Racetrack YouTube, and we'll be on Fox Sports 2 from 12:30 to 5 covering the Hambletonian Oaks, and Fox Sports 1 from 6 to 7 covering the Hambletonian as well.
Do you want to amaze your family and friends? See how I thought they'd say yes. Well, Jess is here to help you with that with our trivia time right now.
My question for you guys this week is, what year did Harris Philadelphia open for their first racing season?
Good one. I wish I had a range of dates to work with, but I'm going to think about that over the break, and I want you guys to think about it too, because Jess will have our answer when we return. Plus that, we will have a blast from the past I know that you are going to love, plus much more. Don't you dare touch that remote.
Up the backstretch in the third edition of the Ben Franklin, and Art Official leads by just 3 parts of a length.
Get back to the feeling of Mohegan Sun Pocono.
Welcome back to PA Harness Week. I'm Heather Vitale along with Jess Otten, who is our trivia queen on the show, and she has an answer for you.
My question for you guys this week was, what year did Harris Philadelphia open for their first racing season? Well, it was back in 2006 on September 10th when they used to call it Harris Chester Racing and Casino.
I remember that. We thought we'd team up our trivia time question along with our blast from the past by showing you a great race from the earlier years at Harris, Philadelphia, and you are going to love this. It's from 2009. It's the Ben Franklin. This is a star-studded field. Sit back and enjoy.
Up the backstretch in the third edition of the Ben Franklin, and Art Official leads by just 3 parts of a length. Mr. Big is applying steady first over pressure. Foiled again is locked in the box. Better Sweet is perfectly positioned. Second over, he's just 2.5 off Artificial with 5/16 to go. No room for win back speed. One the West begins to tire a bit. Western Shore is jammed in, and Noble Falcon outside of that a joint last. 3/4 in 1:20.4. Artificial at the inside. Mr. Big at the outside. The battle we've been waiting for. And Foiled again is just off those. Better Sweet is in the clear, still with 3 lengths to make up. They're into the stretch, and Mr. Big pokes ahead in front. Artificial under a full-out drive. These two coming down to the line. Mr. Big and Artificial, and Mr. Big wins the Franklin.
Mr. Big got away third early on, and he came a big first over move, applying steady pressure on the leader before finally wearing him down in the stretch, scoring in 1:48. Hall of Famer Brian Sears in the sulky seat here for trainer Virgil Morgan Jr. And of course, great call always by James Ritherwright.
Get your calendars out right now. Mark the date, Saturday, August 20th. The Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono. It is Sun Stakes Saturday. It's just an amazing day that you don't want to miss because it's like a who's who of harness racing that's at Pocono for this day. The post time's at 1:30 p.m. Oh, I can't wait.
I can't wait either. Of course, both of us will be on site there. Over $2 million in purses. We'll fill you in next week, but there's tons of great racing, tons of great promotions. You seriously do not want to miss this great day of racing.
Okay, so you know that's a don't want to miss it, right? You don't want to miss our live racing schedule. First, the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono. Live racing is Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, post time 1:30 p.m. Sunday post times 5 p.m. At Harris, Philadelphia, the live racing schedule is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, post time 12:25 p.m. Sunday post times 12:40 p.m.
Need to know where to place your wagers online? Don't worry, we've got you covered. For Harris, Philadelphia, the website is pabets.tvg.com. And for the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono, the website is ibetmohegan.com. And don't forget, we offer free program pages. Those can be found at phha.org right at the top of the homepage.
We've told you about dates and times when to come to the track. Now we got to tell you about our social media handles. They are very important. Facebook, it's at Harness Week. Twitter, it's at PA Harness Week. Of course, we want you to come visit us on YouTube. They're important because we have contests starting every single Monday, and they're so much fun if you guys have not been taking part of them. And here, this is our prize, our fanny packs. I love these. Oh my gosh, yours is so dirty. You need to wash it. You've been really using yours. Look at, and you need to stay hydrated this summer. Check it out. Got my water in my fanny pack. You can't go wrong.
I can even take it to Sun Stakes Saturday with me and put, a few beverages in here as well. And of course, we have so many winners that haven't contacted us yet either. So check out our Facebook page, our YouTube page, and our Twitter page to make sure that you get in on our fanny packs if you won our contest.
That's right. All right, guys, our half hour is up. For myself, Heather Vitale, Jess Otten, and the man behind the camera, Bruce Casella, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.